the reason it came about for us is it started with this drain that we were going to go and have a look at first in Connell Street, and it's really close to a point that we monitor for our stormwater consent in Waihi. And when WRC visits it and it kind of looks like it's not living its best life, we thought, well, surely we can do better. Let's do better. If they're going to go and visit it and it's going to gain their attention, let's do something about it. And there was a few suggestions thrown around, and ultimately for us, the thing that's going to have the best long-term impact and the lowest maintenance for us, and an improvement in the kind of the biodiversity of the drain, is to actually just plant it.
Right. Okay.
It was an awful looking drain to start with, and it looks really nice now, and I'm really proud of it.
Yeah, I know, and it's wonderful. It's such a good
and as a bit of a result of kind of that one going really well, is that I've had support from Adrian and stuff to add some money to our kind of long-term budgets to do improvements in others, and it also falls in nicely with our reconsenting of our stormwater discharge consents. So as a result of that coming up for renewal, there's going to be an expectation that we do better, and we act in a way that improves the stormwater quality that's being discharged and that kind of thing, and planting fulfills a lot of those requirements. And again, it just makes the drains a much nicer thing to look at.
Yeah. So looking at those before and after pictures, so you could definitely see in the beginning there was a lot of green algae sort of on the water, but then the last ones you were saying were crystal clear. So do the plants act as a filter of any sort
so
as
they,
well?
So they kind of trap sediment and other things and stop it being discharged into the stream, but that water course, that drain that we planted, it was just murky. There was lots of organics in it that were kind of dying off and making it look like there'd been, something else built in it, which wasn't the case. It was just, a real grotty looking stream that was just not in the, it was not a stream, it's just a drain. Not in the best health. So I was actually blown away by how beautiful the water looked when I went to have a look at it the other week, which is why I fired through some more pictures, because I was like, the difference is just night and day.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So it's the water that's coming off the banks of the
so there's
drain as well.
The plants are helping. You get because what happens is that roadside drain then discharges into the Mangatoitoi stream, which goes out to the the river that flows through. So every charge you have to improve the quality, we should be grabbing it with both hands.
That's brilliant. So the water that's coming out the pipe, was that not what was causing any of the green algae? It's more sediment that sits...
sediment, and it was when a drain is exposed to sunlight, things start to rot in it, and it was just not looking as healthy as it could.
And noticing how big the plants have got, does that all help as well?
Oh, absolutely. As soon as you start shading it out, a drain, you start to get insect life back, you get and not necessarily in this one, but in other streams you get better eel habitat, because they're not getting, the temperature's dropping in the drain because there's more shade, and it becomes a much nicer environment for, that important life that we need in streams to provide important functions to kind of thrive. Because when it gets hot and there's nowhere for them to hide, nowhere for things to breed, basically it just starts to look pretty sad.
Oh, that is so cool. And so was it Paul Matthews' team that also did the planting? So it was a
Paul Matthews, I kind of said to him, hey, look, I've got a bit of a problem. Historically, us engineers love to make things straight and in concrete. And I said, I don't have the expertise. Can you help? And I've never seen someone jump on another project as quickly as he could, and it was just amazing. It was such a good resource. He did up the planting plan for me, and kind of gave me the confidence to go ahead with it, and he kind of said to me, whatever other assistance I can provide, let me know. So we got an external contractor to do the planting, simply because I needed it done before, in a quick time frame, and they were keen to do it, and so they cracked into that. So when I got a chance to get some more funding for some more planting, and I'm like, hey, Paul. And Paul was like, absolutely, no problems at all. So Paul did the planting plan as well for the second one that we can drive past on the way back to the office. And then because he was so cooperative twice, I dragged him into my third one, which is the next one that'll be going ahead in Waihi when after the heat of summer. So we've got a contract already engaged to do that when the